Hello everyone, myself Rajkumar. Today we are going to discuss about coupling in a cavity resonator. First of all, we have to discuss what is microwave cavity. In this microwave cavity, in general, a cavity resonator is a metallic enclosure that confines the electromagnetic energy. The stored electric and magnetic energy inside the cavity determines its equivalent inductance and capacitance. The energy dissipated by the finite conductivity of the cavity walls determines its equivalent resistance. It is used to determine equivalent inductance and capacitance and resistance of a cavity. In practice or in general, there are three types of cavity resonators. They are circular cavity resonator, first one, second one is rectangular, third one is entrant cavity resonator. These are most commonly used microwave applications. Theoretically, a cavity resonator has a finite number of resonant modes, and each mode corresponds to a definite resonant frequency. The mode having the lowest resonant frequency is known as the dominant mode. We are discussing about rectangular cavity. It defines the normal rectangular cavity or cuboid. In this, A is in X direction, B is in Y direction, and D is in Z direction. In this, the wave equation in the rectangular resonator should satisfy the boundary condition of zero tangential electric field at four of the walls. Here, those functions can be found as Hz. It is field strength is equal to Hoz into cos of m pi x by a into cos of n pi y by b into sine of p pi z by d. It is in tangential in electrical component, E component. Here we define A is in X direction, B is in Y direction, and D is in Z direction. Here M represents number of half wave periodicity in X direction, and N represents number of half wave periodicity in Y direction, and P determines number of half wave periodicity in Z direction. M starts from 0 to infinity, N starts from 0 and ends at infinity, P starts from 1 and ends at infinity. Now the electrical strength is equal to E0Z into sine of m pi x by a into sine of n pi x by b into cos of n pi by z. This is tangential component, tangential in m component. Here where m starts from 1 and ends to infinity, n starts at 1 and ends at infinity, p starts from 0 and ends at infinity. When we apply the dielectric, when we consider that there will be dielectric loss in the lossless dielectric in both TE and TM modes, then K square is equal to m pi a by whole square plus n pi b by whole square plus p pi by d in whole square. For a lossless dielectric, Kc is defined as lossless dielectric, which is equal to omega square mu into epsilon. Omega is frequency, mu is permeability, and epsilon is permittivity. Therefore, the resonance frequency is expressed by F is equal to 1 by 2 pi under root mu into whole under root m by a whole square plus n by b whole square in plus p by d whole square for both E and M components. In this, A is greater than B and B is less than D. The dominant mode is in the TE101 mode. This figure shows method of excitation for rectangular resonator. The maximum amplitude of the standing wave occurs when the frequency of the impressed signal is equal to the resonant frequency. This circuit is the LC circuit for equivalent resonant cavity. Microwave resonant cavities can be represented and thought of as simple as LC circuits. For a microwave cavity, the stored electrical energy is equal to the stored magnetic energy at resonance, as is the case of resonant LC circuit. This is L inductor and this is capacitor. From this, we can define resonance frequency and quality factor. Now we are going to derive quality factor for a cavity resonator. The quality factor Q is the measure of frequency selectivity of a resonant or anti-resonant circuits, and it is defined by Q is equal to 2 pi into maximum energy stored by maximum energy dissipated per cycle, which is equal to omega into W by P. Energy is denoted by omega and power in dissipated power is equal to P. At resonant frequency, the electric and magnetic energies are equal and in time quadrature. The total energy stored in the resonator is obtained by integrating the energy density over the volume of the resonator, which is given by WE. Energy stored is equal to integral V epsilon by 2 into E whole square dV, which is equal to omega m, which is equal to epsilon mu by 2 h of mod of h whole square dV equal to W, where E and H are the peak values of the field intensities. There are three types of coupling coefficients. They are critical coupling. First one is, if one of them is critical coupling. If the resonator is matched to the generator, then K is equal to 1. The loaded QL is given by QL is equal to 1 by 2 into Q in external, which is equal to 1 by 2 Q naught. Second one is overcoupling. If K is greater than 1, the cavity terminals are at voltage maximum in the input line at resonance. The normalized impedance at the voltage maximum is standing wave ratio rho. It is given by K equal to 1 by rho. The loaded QL is given by quality in load is equal to rho by rho plus 1 into Q naught. This figure depicts the relationship of the coupling coefficient K and standing wave ratio rho. As the standing wave ratio rho decreases, coupling coefficient increases. It is known as undercoupled. It is up to unity, it will be decreased, and when as after unity, as the coupling coefficient increases, standing wave ratio also increases. This is called as overcoupled. Thank you.